I bow to all the seekers of truth. When we are seeking the truth, we have to know, we have to be honest about it. Because it is benevolent for us, not for others. We are seeking the truth for ourselves, not for others. Another thing we have to remember, very humbly, that truth is what it is. We cannot change it, we cannot organize it, we cannot maneuver it. It is what has been and will be. And what is the truth? The truth is that you are the spirit. You are not this body, you are not this mind, you are not this ego, and you are not this conditioning. You are the spirit, but so far you have been a human being. But to be a human being itself is a very great thing. It's the greatest thing to be a human being. Perhaps we have not realized the value of our life because we do not know what we are. The way we waste our time, waste our energies, waste our attention on things which are senseless, because we still have to understand the greatness of our being. Human beings are made with such care, so beautifully, such delicate working of the divine, from amoeba to this stage, passing through various stages. Such a beautiful thing has been created as a human being. But first we must have this attention to ourselves that there must be something. It cannot be a purposeless doing. It cannot be something just a chance. It's a wrong idea to play with. If the gravitational force of the earth or any one of the galaxies changes, there will be disaster, absolute disaster. So many things in the cosmos, if you study, the coefficients that works out the different balancing and the different weights and the movements of the different bodies show us that there must be some purpose. And they do not trouble us. It's all as if made for the stage for human beings, that the human beings have to come on the stage and all the preparation is made for the great drama. I think it's high time that great scientists should look at it and start wondering why is it the way it is made, why we are so much looked after. The whole cosmos seems to be within ourselves, as if we have buttons which move the cosmos, which control the cosmos. Everything is going on so smoothly otherwise, except when we do not try to understand ourselves. It has been said practically in all the scriptures that you have to seek yourself. You have to find yourself. Though I think many of the scriptures have been a little bit changed and have been used for certain purposes, still they could not get over this point that you have to become the self. You have to be born again. But that is not an artificial thing. We are human beings, not artificially made. We are made really by some sort of a living force from amoeba. We are not just made with some sort of a thinking or a mental projection. It is not a mental projection by which we have been human beings. It is something spontaneously happening, a living force within us which has brought us to this stage, with a purpose, with a meaning. And now, at this stage, we are free to do what we like. Many people ask me, what was the need to give this freedom to human beings? It was very necessary. If you have to have the ultimate freedom, you must know how to deal with it. You have to understand. Of course, human beings have to make mistakes. To err is human. And we have to understand that this trial and error business has made us understand. Also, those who have not understood must understand that there must be a wiser, a surer way to achieve that goal of self-realization, of self-knowledge. Self-knowledge we do not have, we must admit very humbly. We have had no system by which we could know ourselves. But think of a computer that is a human being is. As soon as you see me, you know I am there. You don't have to go for programming. You don't have to consult anything. You don't have to use any kind of computer or some sort of a complicated machinery. Automatically, spontaneously, in a split of a second, you know that I'm standing before you and talking to you. Such a computer we cannot create. But the divine has created such a great computer, and that is the human being. And this human being is the only one who is going to achieve that higher state which we call as the spiritual state of the self. Because in the science, they deal with the tree, I should say the outside, but they cannot go into the roots. To go into the roots, you have to become a subtler being. Unless and until you become a subtler being, you cannot go into your roots to find out what are your roots are. And that is what is self-realization. When you become subtler, then only you can go into your being and can find out what actually you are. Also, to look after a tree which has not known its roots is a very difficult thing. What happens is that when you do not know your roots and you start growing and growing and growing, you go very deep down into that where you find that you have lost your way. Actually, you are not going deeper. You are spreading outside more and more. And then once you start going to extremes because of your freedom, you lose your way. That's how today everybody is saying a shock is going to come. We are all going to face a shock. This is going to happen, that is going to happen. But actually it is absolutely in your hands because the whole of the cosmos is within you. The cosmos is working under your control, complete. It is absolutely looking after you. Every element is looking after you to preserve you, to guide you, to take you to the right thinking. But in your freedom, you have to achieve that.